It's a great pleasure. On behalf of Radio Karishma, I'm your host, Karishma. I'm sitting next to Aahana Kumra, the new face, very talented. All the cast and crew of Lipstick Under My Burkha, they are everywhere. People are loving them, talking about the movie. And Aahana Kumra plays a very important role in the film. And it's a great pleasure that she's sitting here and in Austin to attend the film festival, and she's ready to give an interview to us. So thank you so much, Aahana, first of all, talking to Radio Karishma. Welcome to Texas. How does it feel to be here?
Yeehaw! Thank you so much. I love Texas. I mean, the minute I came here, I felt so much at home because I just felt like I've been to LA and New York before this, and they're such intense cities. So the minute I came here, I just there's so much calm and peace, and I was like, okay. This feels like a really peaceful state.
Okay. Aahana, first of all, tell us about how did you get your role? How did you get involved in Lipstick Under My Burkha film? How did you get the role? And it is, I understand, is Prakash Jha's a very, very prestigious banner, So tell us more about how did you get involved?
I was doing a TV show called Yudh when actually a friend of mine, Sameer Sharma, he called me one day and he's like, there is a director, her name's Alankrita Shrivastava. She's made this film called Turning 30. And, she is making another film and it's about women and it's a very interesting script. Why don't you go meet her? So I went and met Alankrita, and unfortunately the dates that she was shooting were the same dates I was shooting with Mr. Bachchan. And I could not move those dates around because his dates are very crucial to our shoot. And I told her, she gave me the script, I read the script, and I think I was like, wow, this is I've never read anything like this. So I was completely bowled over by her script. I was also very anxious when I read it because I was like, okay, the role that she's offering to me, it's not a role that comes by to an actor in India every day, especially a female actor, So I was very worried whether I'll be able to even justify the role or I'll be able to carry it off. But when she told me her dates, I said these dates are the same dates as my shoot and shoot with Mr. Bachchan, and I don't think I'll be able to do the film. So it was really unfortunate. We kind of parted ways, and I kept thinking about the film quite a bit. I used to constantly speak about the script with my ADs on set, and I used to be like, this is such a good script, and I wish I could do this film. And it just felt like there was something that was going away from from my hands, which was really good. And I think months later she called me again, I think in August, yes, and she said, hey, are you still up for it? And I was like, wow. Oh my god, 1 minute, I thought your film must be in post-production by now. And she was like, no, we've not shot it. And I said, are you serious? She was like, yeah, we haven't shot it, so would you be up for it? And I said, yeah, I mean, I literally jumped the gun. And I was just like, yes, I will completely do this. I'm like, definitely. And then we had workshops, and, we had a couple of look tests, and we just went straight into shooting. And, when she told me what the lineup of the cast was, I was like, you've got a fantastic cast. So I think your wait was worth it.
Yeah.
I think she did not rush her film in the beginning of the year when she was actually planning to shoot it, but she managed to get a really good cast together, and she shot it towards the end of the year. And she had a fabulous thing in my film in her hands. Yeah.
Well, actually, to be honest, it's the cast that first of all get all the attraction. You have names like Ratna Shah Pathak, Konkona Singh Sharma. And how was your experience working with these biggies, very experienced and adorable actors?
The good thing is, I've been very fortunate that I've always got to work with very senior actors. And right in the beginning of my career. So Nasiruddin Shah and Ratna Pathak Shah, they both are my mentors. And I have been working with them for the last 10 years now. So I know them very well. And, there's a relationship that I have with both of them. I've worked with Mr. Bachchan at that was the first TV serial I ever did, and
now I know why I felt that I have seen you, because I watched that series Yudh, religiously. I watched the whole thing. Wow, that was very well made, and I absolutely loved it. I felt sorry that it did not do that well because people couldn't understand it because of the intensity of it, I believe.
Yeah, I guess India was not ready, and I don't think India is still ready for good series, because there are some fabulous series that are happening
Yeah.
in India, but they're not getting the kind of audiences that they
Yeah,
should actually
yeah,
attract. I mean, I think India has become very complacent in terms of television, because they want to watch a soap like a Saas Bahu drama, something that you
Yeah.
probably watch in like
Very easy,
yeah,
on
like
your
which you
brains.
watch in Hispanic TVs, like TV serials out here, like
Yeah.
so it's very similar to that, and it's very regressive,
Yeah.
and. I somewhere like kind of resent it, because I'm just like, there is a market for everything.
Correct.
But maybe the youngsters do not want to watch TV. And the kind of
Yes.
shows that, that we were trying to target and we're trying to make is actually for the youth. And through the youth, I feel like the makers are thinking that that they'll also be able to capture a market which is the housewives and the dada dadis, the men who go to work, and so I'm assuming that that's where it's heading to. But of course, it's going to take some time.
Sometime.
So coming back to, I've worked with Bachchan Sahab, I've worked with Ratna ma'am, Nasir sir. So Coco was the first time I was working with her for the first time, and I didn't know what to expect, because I hadn't been introduced to her also. Like I met her straight at set, on set, and and I was just like, okay, and she was so wonderful to work with. I had like,
Yeah.
thankfully my character in the film has scenes with everybody. It has a
Oh,
scene
okay.
with Plabita, it has a scene with Ratna ma'am, it has a scene with Coco, with both the boys that I'm like involved with. So, I was so happy that I got to work with each one of them, because they're such wonderful actors, and you can take so much from them
Correct.
when you're doing a scene.
True.
And there's so much to learn as an actor from them.
Correct.
So I just think it was just fortunate.
When you were shooting this film, did you know that you are getting something, something very explosive, and it will create a lot of furor and some buzz like this, the way it went, In fact, in India, you're not allowed to even release it till yet, right?
Yeah, it's been unfortunately banned in India. But when I was signing this film, obviously I had no idea about what it's
Acha.
going to be. I mean, of course, you get a script as an actor, you read the script, you like the script, you agree to do a film, and only on the basis of that you go and shoot the film. What happens to the film after that is really like, it's, every film comes with a destiny.
Yeah.
And I think the destiny of this film was very strong. And obviously, we just saw it as a very good script.
Okay.
And I think all the actors just saw it as a very good
So
script.
you guys did not have any idea that what you're... I'm sure sometimes you get this, okay, this is something very bold for the audience, for the society,
Yeah, of
how
course.
will it be taken and
Yeah,
all
of
that.
course. You think about a film and you read the script and you go like, okay, you know what, this is going to be something that's going to be very uncomfortable. At least I always think about my parents. That's
Yeah.
the only people I think about. I don't think I care about like the rest of the society. But I always feel like, okay, how will my mother react to this
Yes.
scene, or how will my father react to this
Yeah.
scene? Will they be able to sit through this?
Yeah.
So the only people like I had to literally confide into was my family. And I told my sister, my mom, and my dad, who I'm the closest to.
Yeah.
I was like, look, I'm doing a film. It's about women and their sexuality, and it's not a comfortable film. So if you cannot watch it, do not watch it, okay?
Okay.
But that doesn't mean that I am not going to do it. So get those facts right. And my parents are just like, you want to do it, you do it. I mean, the thing with my parents is that they've never ever, interfered in my life or told me don't do this or don't do that.
Yeah.
They've always given me like a career choice which I have wanted to do.
That's
And I've been
awesome.
really fortunate,
Yes.
So yeah, I mean, I think those are the only people I was worried about. The rest of it, I was just like, "Bhaad mein gayi duniya," and I do not care what people think. And I really like the script. And I really liked Alankrita. And I was like, she's a nice person, and she's she's genuinely like cares about you as a director. She was so protective of us when we were shooting the film as actors, because she knew these are very sensitive scenes.
Yeah.
So there were lots of times, when we would be shooting a scene, and it's a very if you see my scenes, they're very physical scenes.
Okay.
And I'm in a very like aggressive relationship with this guy, like in a very sexual aggressive relationship. And she's a very aggressive girl, so she just goes out there and does her thing. So, the scenes are physically very taxing, and Alankrita somewhere, she was so protective. Like she would know, like when somebody's tired, or like when she can push us and when she can like withdraw. So I think that was really nice about shooting with Alankata.
Acha. So there was a comfort level, definitely.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. She's a fabulous director to work with, and more so as a friend. So she gives so much as a director that you want to give her like your 300%.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So when this whole thing happened, when censor board said no, you can't do it. So did you expect this kind of response? Because I can definitely understand that you must have thought that it'll be an adult film and there will be some censor. But somebody like the censor board telling you, no, we cannot release the film. How did you guys take it? How did the whole team react to it?
Well, the same thing they did with Urta Punjab, okay? When they went and said ki arey, no, we are not going to show this film, and Urta Punjab jaisi film kaise ban sakti hai, and this, that. So, we thought like our film's fate will also be similar to that. So we were like,
So you were ready for that?
Yeah, we were ready, but when the ban came about, we were like, yaar, ye kya ho gaya? Like,
exactly.
we weren't prepared for that. So we were like, haan, theek hai. We knew that we will have a fight. We knew it's not an easy film to release in India. And we knew there will be a struggle, there will be a fight, but we didn't think that it'll go to such a large extent.
Correct.
But fortunately, it's gone to so many festivals that it's been picked up by so many festivals and so many people have watched it. And I think the word of mouth is kind of like spread it. Spread so much that the people, the audiences have been talking about the film. And I think that's wonderful.
So you think that because this controversy was created and it all happened and it went to such an extent, then there were, because of that, it's like a blessing in disguise. There was more buzz because of the now people, it's how the psychology works. Okay, what is this that they're banning? We have to watch it, and people who are outside India and they can still manage to watch it, so they are excited about it. You think that happened with the film, or it happens usually?
I don't know whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. We would have liked to talk about the film the film as it is.
Correct.
But of course, anything happens in a country where where women are not, for example, like a UAE and all these places where that certain things are not allowed in that country. So it automatically becomes like oh wow, it's such an interesting country. They are not allowing this. Women are not allowed to wear this or not wear shorts. Things like that. Suddenly that country becomes very strangely interesting. And somewhere that happened with our film.
Correct.
Because it got banned. So then suddenly there was so much of media attention.
Yeah.
It's not like our film was not the opening film at a lot of festivals. It was an opening film at a lot of festivals before the ban even came about.
Okay.
But when the word banned was associated with our film, suddenly it became there was an explosion of media attention of from foreign press and everybody was like, what is it about this film that it's banned? And even when we were watching the film in Tokyo, I don't think any of us thought that there was something so explosive about the film. But I understand maybe because we are seeing it from a point of view of a modern India.
Correct.
But I think people are still somewhere stuck in time, and they see India as a very as a country, it's a conservative land, which actually India is not, because they've got some wonderful films in the past few years.
Yes.
And India has been been trying the level
ever
best.
since.
Of course.
I remember when I was growing up, and when the whole parallel cinema industry came by, we've seen some amazing stuff ever since.
And if you're only going to see mainstream, if you're only going to see mainstream, then who's going to do something else?
Absolutely. Earlier, there is a difference definitely. Earlier, the parallel cinema could not reach to this wide audience abroad. They would just go to certain festivals and that's it. But now it's reaching everywhere.
There is a reach now, and people want to watch human stories.
Absolutely.
As opposed to only seeing hero and heroine and everybody falling in love and parents having a problem. Come on, that's not stories, okay?
Yes.
It's over and done with. People get over it and move on in life.
Absolutely.
I just feel there's so much of there are so many stories right now. There's so much our lives are surrounded with political problems and social issues, and if nobody addresses to those problems and those kind of films are not made, then we'll only have candy floss stuff which people will make believe and live in that little candy land.
Absolutely. And then with the Netflix now, there are so many other mediums. Not exactly that you have to watch a movie on the theater. You have so many mediums that movie can reach to you. So that has actually created wider audience.
Yeah, definitely. You know, I have seen so many films on Netflix, and I'm very fortunate that Netflix has come about because it has definitely cut out my social life. You know, at least like, you know, in Bombay you can get very hectic. It's exactly like the way New York is. But
Yeah.
you know, it's interesting. Like in the last 1 year, I've stopped going out so much at night because I want to come back home and watch my
And watch
favorite
movie.
show,
Okay.
or I want to watch a film that I probably did not get to watch because it did not release.
Yes.
You know, did not get like a theatrical release, or
Yeah.
you know,
Yes.
and those can be wonderful stories. And as actors, you know, if anything can inspire you, I think that's great.
Yeah. In the end, if you could share your one a special moment while shooting Burkha, and of course, what's the message that you would like to give?
I don't think I have one special moment. I have so
I mean,
many.
some interesting.
Well, it
something
was funny
interesting.
because one day, like, I went down for breakfast, and I was having like these back-to-back physically, like, you know, like scenes, like these really physical scenes where I'm like, you know, in like a really aggressive sexual space with like one like Vaibhav, and then the other day I'm shooting with Vikrant. So I think 5 days consecutively I was shooting all the scenes together, and I don't know how they did not see this coming, or they just planned it badly. I went down for breakfast, and Plavita, who's my co-actor, the one in the burqa, the girl, so she's very cute. Like she's literally she was like the baby on the set. So Plavita's sitting with me, and Plavita's like, "Ahana." I said, "What?" She's like, "Your lips." I said, "What happened to my lips?" She's like, "They're blue." And I was like, "What?" My lips are blue. And she was like, "Yeah." I said, "Who did it? I don't remember which boy did it." So I went to Vikrant and I'm like, "Did you do this?" He's like, "No, Vaibhav did it." And then I went to Vaibhav and I'm like, "Did you do this?" And he's like, "No, Vikrant." And I'm like, "What the hell?" You know?
Well, anybody who listens to this interview would definitely like to watch that.
Yeah, I'm sure they want to watch this and they'll be like, "What just happened to you?" I was physically tormented.
So, any message through this movie, or what would you like, you know, your audience to take away from this film?
You know, this film in so many ways is so liberating for all of us as actors. You know, I was so scared to even kiss a boy or hold hands with a boy. Like, I'm very awkward as a person, and on screen, to matlab, I'm maha scared. But the minute, you know, like this film happened, and you know, we managed to get so many scenes out of, even for like a Ratna Pathak Shah or like a Konkana or me, you know, we kind of dropped our inhibitions. And I think as artists, it's so important to, like, you know, at some point of time to be able to drop your inhibitions, and maybe you need that one film to do it. And I think it's been a very liberating film for us as actors and as artists, and I hope this is a liberating film for all the women, you know, who watch it. And I think all of them will relate with it.
Well, it was absolutely a pleasure talking to you, you know, with the very limited time that we have. I would have loved to talk to you more, but wish you all the luck for your future project.
Hi guys, you're listening to Aahana Kumra from Lipstick Under My Burkha on Radio Karishma. There is a Lipstick Under My Burkha screening at Dallas on 27th April in Angelica Plano at 7:15. Please do not forget to watch it.